Is there any level of concern that this could start to be like a college football thing where people opt out of bowl games if there's not enough on the line? As a guy that's won multiple chips, what do you think about that?
Well, first of all, good morning, guys. It's good to be on with you guys.
Good morning, Coach.
I love the crew, man. You know what? It is going to be an issue going forward. I do think the NBA has just done such an incredible job. I think they are the master marketing machine in our world. And these kids are so enamored, and it's such a great opportunity for them. There is going to continue to be a balance in college basketball of understanding for us, as coaches, which guys on your team have that ultimate goal in being a pro, and that's going to be their decision-making process, or guys that really just love being a part of a team and want to be pros and will play it through. And you've just got to know who's who, and you got to respect each guy's right to make that decision and to take their own path.
Coach, this has been one hell of a year for you guys. I mean, you've had 13 games either postponed or canceled. Typically at this juncture of the season, Jay, again, you guys are 22, 23 games deep in. How difficult is that, especially with the Big East tournament coming up, people talking about opting out, it being in New York City? How are you managing all that together?
Jay, it's hard to say, what we're doing. It's hard to use the term difficult. If we're talking basketball, it's difficult. But, when you look at what's going on in the world and, what everybody's going through with this virus, I think most of us feel really fortunate that we're playing. I know the players feel, really grateful to be able to play. Like, there's so many situations where we've been in quarantine 3 different times, and one time we were quarantined back to back for 23 days, where we were in quarantine for like 11 days. We came out 1 day of practice, 2 guys tested positive. We went back into quarantine. It was brutal, but I keep asking the guys, if anybody wants to opt out, I get it. This is incredible. And if anybody wants to go home, I get it. We'll work a way to get you back. And they all say to me, like, hey, Coach, we were home all spring. We were home all summer. We'd still rather be here, at least having a chance to play. So it's just it has been tough as a coach. You're watching your guys in February and you're looking and seeing like we are not anywhere close to where we should be at this time of year. And even individual guys, you're looking and saying, damn, if we could have worked with him all summer, all fall, he would have been in a different spot. So you're frustrated with that, but you just got to move on and accept it. So it's just a really strange year.
Yeah, but I love this time of the year because this is when everybody gets a chance to know the names that matter in college basketball. One of those names is Jeremiah Robinson Earl. And there's no doubt he's very important. But, Coach, how important is Collin Gillespie to your squad? A senior in the midst of everything going on who understands your system and understands how to be an extension of you on the floor.
Yeah, you're such a point guard, man. Any chance you get to hype up those point guards.
You know it, man.
I know. That was like you on our USA team with the crazies we had, man. You had to keep them all. You had to keep them all in order.
I'm doing it here with Keyshawn too, Jay. It's the same thing.
Yeah. I hear you. That's what Collin does for us. But first of all, Jeremiah Robinson Earl is awesome, and he's one of those guys. Like I'm sure at the end of this year he'll be a first round pick, early second round pick, something like that. But because he's improved so much and he's talented, and he's one of those guys like you just wish you could have had him all summer and all fall because he's developed so much. But Collin is the guy. Thank God that we've had him here for 3 years, and not having him in the summer and the fall, he still knows everything we're doing. And even, at times when those guys were just working out by themselves, he was like a coach. When none of us were there, and they were, even in the summer here in Philly, he'd get a bunch of the guys together in a gym, and coach them up. And so he still does that on the floor for us. He can score. He's really the most valuable player on our team because he makes everybody better and he runs the show.
Coach, describe to us how difficult it's been, buddy, for you and the rest of college basketball to just keep everything going.
Yeah, you know what? That's what I was trying to say earlier, Keyshawn. It is difficult. You hate to complain about it, given what everybody else is going through, but it's really tough on these kids, man. Like, just imagine when we were all in college, like they can't see their girlfriends, they can't see their families, like they're literally locked in. They really are. And I know a lot of guys say, like, "Come on, man, they're sneaking their girls in it." Like, if they were, they'd be testing positive, And the problems that we had, like we had some times here on campus where we were having, we had 75 positive tests a day on campus. So, we were telling our guys, man, you got to stay away from everybody, and they're not going to class. Everything's virtual online. They're locked in their rooms. When we go to hotels on the road, like we're going up and down stairs and back hallways, and it's crazy, man. But as you guys know, they love to play, and every time I sit down with them, because I'm watching it, and I'm thinking, this is crazy. I know when I was in college, I couldn't have done this. And I'll say to them, like, guys, you okay? Like, are we? And they'll say, like, yo, coach, we just want to play, man. They love playing so much.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.